What do you mean? The COVID-19 virus, the coronavirus, and in this video, part 1, we'll go through what it does to the human body. And first, we should go through what the virus is and what it is made up of. Alright, viruses have to have some sort of genetic material to store the information about what it is essentially. And COVID-19 has RNA. Now that is protected by a helical capsid, and then that is encased in an envelope. To clarify, this is COVID-19, which is a form of coronavirus, just like severe acute respiratory syndrome, aka SARS. That's another form of coronavirus. And because of the appearance, the shape of these sorts of viruses with the little protruding bits, that's why they're called corona, because that comes from a word that means crown, and you see where that's going. These little protruding club-like structures on the virus serve a purpose, because once infected and the virus has entered your system and it approaches one of your cells, these little protein structures act like keys and unlock the cell membrane, and once the virus has gained entry into the cell, it can then use all of its machinery. So using the cell's ribosome, the virus gets its RNA to tell the ribosome what proteins to make the capsid and the envelope and the genetic material to make more viruses. And this keeps happening until the cell is virtually full of viruses, and then they break out, often damaging or completely destroying the cell. Now in this action with the destruction of cells, that's what triggers your immune system. So even for the healthiest of people, the virus usually gets a head start because most immune systems aren't set off until the destruction of your cells from the virus. Alright, and once they break out of the cell that they just used and destroyed, off to another one where they repeat the process, where they gain access, then get their RNA to tell the ribosomes what proteins to make more RNA, the genetic material, the capsid, the envelope, and more viruses. Alright, let's talk symptoms. Symptoms are usually the result of your immune system trying to fight off the virus. Like here how it says fever, because your immune system fights better with a fever. And a sore throat, cough, and fatigue and shortness of breath is because your body is putting more effort into fighting off the virus than it does into your usual function. It's a war happening inside of you. Oh, and I must stress that 000 is the Australian emergency number. Alright, just so no one gets confused. That's just like the 911 for Australia, just to be clear about that. This is what your immune system does. Enzymes read the DNA and it gets a little messenger RNA to go to the ribosomes to start making the antibodies. And I believe they look something like this, a sort of Y shape. Alright, so quick recap of what your immune system does with the cells. Now having the enzymes read the DNA in the nucleus of the cell to get messenger RNA to go tell the ribosomes to make proteins to make antibodies, and it's not quite like a 1v1. It's not quite one antibody versus one virus. It's sort of more like this to my understanding. Alright, hope this has made sense and maybe people have learnt something from it. And I must stress, this is the ideal way your immune system will work if yours is functioning as it should be. There are many of us in our communities who don't have such privileges. That's why you got to be real careful with stuff like this, because there's some of us where they couldn't handle a fever, or their immune system won't ever pick up on the virus. Various reasons it can go horribly wrong. As per usual, relevant links should be below, and I'm even going to put some relevant phone numbers on the screen if you're in Australia from health.gov.au. The phone number for the coronavirus health information line, which should be open 24/7, is 1800-020-080, and if you need translating or interpreting services, you can call 131450. Since we are on the topic of immune systems, I highly recommend watching part 1 one about diabetes by SpaceCorgi. I learnt a lot. It was very entertaining, very well made video, and yeah, I figure even if you don't have something, it's not going to hurt to learn about it. Remember to wash your hands, 20 seconds, stay healthy, and have a good one.